The fuck was that? Like you sent him a dick pic.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4.
Score.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Who did? Arm
Here we go. 180.
Jeremy Herman. Jeremy.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We go tonight. 120. Hard ball.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 51.
To throw is Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Watch this. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Third and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Scotty, I think.
180. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 12. 12. 12. 12.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55, Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Left. Left. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check right. Check right.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Like 20. Maverick. 6-6. Pull it high. You better be afraid of me. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
180.
They was only pick 12 in the reboot. Because of the reboot.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Haywood. What?
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Got him in open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
He's like 8-4, 9-4.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And
dashing through the snow. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Sony Michel with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
DC, 36. Motion. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Bandit.
Now a handoff looking right. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Value three.
Gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie.
So here in the morning.
Listen.
Fast.
It's our field.
Goff now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
He was talking to Chris Uncle earlier.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
what happened. Yup. Yeah. Alright.
Chris attack! Great team! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And here we go again! Here we go again! Hey, people, slap! Slap! Tighten up! Tighten up! Tighten up! Okay.
Nah, Luke Hobbs is here.
No!
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Huh? I don't like what you want to keep in the house.
50 years set! 19! Watch a slack! Watch a slack! 55!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You writing a book, Jeremy?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
X3, 218, chopper. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
For the helicopter.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Yeah, slowest kick meter goes.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
First down, 49ers.
Georgia.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Set. 19. That's 31. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Don't that shit only work with CPU?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 43 on the 9.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, he went to somebody else. Bobby something.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go, team.
A lot of games left in the league.
It's going to be a lot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
From the gun on third down. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Super 1.
Throwing on second and 14. Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Similar as the AFC.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Y'all just got an extra team.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 1st down, Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
If he plays hard, then that's perfect.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
So he'll beat him now.
Again, it's Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Michelle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That 50-50 L to
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but you can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
That should go out the window if all 3 of us
from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
If we all got 10 wins.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Toss that, everything go out the window.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep.
That's game.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Some dickhead-ass defense, bro. Really had a brief.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not